BPNG reports 6% depreciation. Opposition leader accused government over grey listing. And concerns raised on Kamusi Health Center. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. Chief Secretary Ivan Pomaleo has highlighted that common system-wide issues, including chronic underfunding and delayed budget release. He says these issues were discussed at the recent Heads of Department and Agency meeting.
Chief Secretary to the government, Ivan Pomaleo, highlighted topics that were discussed during the Head of Department and Agency meeting, which took place recently at APEC House in Port Moresby.
Colleagues across all the presentations have highlighted a number of common themes, which are not isolated problems of individual agencies. They are system-wide issues that we must address. And these include chronic underfunding and delayed budget release, staffing shortages and retention challenges, slow progress in digital transformation across the sectors, including cheaper internet access, gaps in governance, compliance, and accountability.
He noted that 1995 provincial reform misalignment needs to be addressed as well.
National, provincial, and district levels. A significant number of agencies, Prime Minister identified that the 1995 provincial reform has been a bottleneck. And we at the public sector, Prime Minister, add our voices to the governors for us to deal with that misalignment.
Mr. Pomaleo also highlighted common priorities the government needs to focus on in 2026 going forward.
Common priorities going forward: strengthening institutional and technical capacity, improving public financial management and discipline, enhancing service delivery, especially in the provinces, investing in ICT systems and case management platforms, accelerating key legislative reforms to unlock delivery.
Pomaleo explained that all the challenges are structural and can be fixed in order to unlock progressive implementation across multiple sectors.
Cutting issues show that many of our problems are not sector-specific, they are structural. If we fix these core systems, we can unlock progressive implementation across multiple sectors at once.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Central Bank of Papua New Guinea's report reveals that Papua New Guinea kina has depreciated by 6% this year.
During the conclusion of Head of Departments and Agency meeting yesterday, Chief Secretary Ivan Pomaleo revealed that Papua New Guinea's growth is estimated at a rate of 3 to 4%, with inflation rising at a rate of 4.7%, according to reports from Central Bank of Papua New Guinea.
The Central Bank's update gives us some reality check. Growth is around 3 to 4%. Inflation is rising at 4.7%. The kina has depreciated by 6%, and much of the resource sector income is not flowing into the domestic economy.
He noted that Papua New Guinea is still relying on commodity-driven growth.
Numbers may look stable on paper. The benefits are not being felt across the country. We are still relying on commodity-driven growth without enough jobs, local production, or income circulating in our own economy.
Pomaleo suggested that more focus must be given to agriculture to address growth and better livelihood for the people of Papua New Guinea.
That is why we must focus on agriculture, tourism, import replacement and public sector reforms must not be optional. It is essential. We want growth that actually touches and improves the lives of our people.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has put his foot down, demanding heads of department to submit achievement reports for 2025 to sectoral heads to be presented at the National Parliament by 31st of March 2026.
While addressing the head of departments yesterday at APEC House in Port Moresby, Prime Minister James Marape has requested that all reports must be provided to various sectoral heads to be presented at National Parliament by 31st of March 2026.
Do not need to be lectured on MTDP4. By this July 7th, will be third year in which we've launched MTDP4 here. So for those, especially those who are continuing office, by 31st of March, what you have delivered to expectations of government through MTDP4 that encapsulates this Pango administration's vision must be reported to your minister, to cabinet, to minister, and to parliament.
He stressed that this is in line with the medium-term development plan for
this year, so that your report card is presented to the floor of parliament for our people to know what you and me have been doing collectively. You know, I get the blame all the time, and I'm big enough to get the blame. But we carry many inefficiencies. We reinvent the wheel in conversations like this. We say the same thing over and over again. You know, Albert Einstein once said, saying the same thing over and over, or doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is insanity.
PM Marape expects all achievement reports for 2025 to be provided by the deadline given.
Before, Mr. Chief Secretary, by 31st of March, I expect all achievement report of 2025 to come to National Parliament. If these reports don't come, I will change the law to make sure department heads, you get the work out the door. We have enough of doing the same thing over and over with little results for our country. Our people deserve more. I will be held to account in 2027. I'll pay the price. But I want all of you who are here for us to reconfigure, change, so that we are doing better for not just today, but more importantly, that generation that will come after us.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Chief Secretary, Ivan Pomaleo, revealed that after the heads of department and agency meeting, a proposal was made that NEC Decision number 63 of 2015 must be implemented in full.
Prime Minister, this morning we heard from the Teaching Services Commission, and that's a specific plug that all of us on this floor have identified. We are proposing that NEC Decision number 63 of 2015, 11 years ago, with 12 recommendations out of the Gunning report, must be implemented in full.
Opposition leader James Nomane has accused the government and the Central Bank of Papua New Guinea for lacking seriousness and zero clue on how to address the devaluation of Kina and the FATF grey listing. He made these remarks following online reports of PNG being officially grey listed as of today.
The opposition leader has accused Bank of PNG and the current government for not implementing reforms aggressive enough to counter Financial Action Task Force grey listing. Recently, Prime Minister James Marape had instructed the Bank of PNG to explore using the Chinese yuan as a trade settlement currency to reduce the reliance on the US dollar and ease foreign exchange pressures. However, Mr. Noman has described this move as economically reckless. He said PNG's trade architecture, commodity pricing, sovereign debt exposure, and correspondent banking relationships remain deeply integrated with the USD-based systems and it cannot be abandoned. Meanwhile, Papua New Guinea being grey-listed by FATF means the country will be under increased monitoring for deficiencies in combating money laundering and terrorist financing. Prime Minister Marape has recently assured the nation that if PNG will be grey-listed, the government is already taking urgent action to ensure a rapid exit. Pakatambu, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
The Pacific unite in beauty, culture, and strength. The Miss Pacific Islands Pageant 2026. Coming to you from the stunning Sofitel Resort and Spa in Fiji. Join us on Friday, February 13 and Saturday, February 14 at 7 p.m. PNG time. And witness the spectacular crowning of the Miss Pacific Islands 2026. One ocean, one people, one crown.
You're watching National EMTV News. Concerns are rising over the future of Kamusi Health Center in Western Province as the login company downsizing affects operations, leaving staff worried about continued health services for surrounding remote communities.
Kamusi Health Center in the Wawo-Iguavi LLG of Delta Fly District of Western Province is a remote company-run facility that receives very little government support. Most times, a login company has catered for the needs for the health facility. However, with the downsizing of the company, concerns have been raised over the continued operation of the center. Senior nursing officer from Kamusi, Margaret Kovori, told EMTV News that the health center serves patients from the Highlands border, Kerama and Wawoi Falls area in the Delta Fly district. She says that is the only health facility operating in the area with limited government assistance.
Supplies, drugs, medicine, whatever, plus government side, medical base especially. Only at times, Rich do help us, but right now we go through crisis alone. problem I reach through tax problems number or cutting down all the supplies go through. I reach through Kamlomita, especially the clinic. Okay, we are a very small clinic, but we serve as far as Gulf Province, border of Southern Highlands, down all the way to Daru, all of Western.
She says they continue to face several challenges affecting daily operations.
One of the challenges that I face here is arguing with landowners, the principal landowners here. Every time they say we are very bad to them. It's one of the greatest challenges we have here. They even come and stone us here. But we are all licensed nurses working. We are all registered under Nursing Council. We pay our nursing aid registration fee to Nursing Council. But they always spoil us, but we accept it.
She also raised concerns about transportation, especially for mothers during childbirth, including those traveling long distances to reach the health center.
Testing we do here, we struggle to do it. We do all the deliveries, almost, maybe some already 25 years old, we are doing deliveries. Some got married, 2-3 children, we are living here. Deliveries are done here by me and my co-worker. It's done in a way that the mother understands us, we understand each other. Just normal nursing procedure. That's what we do.
Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Furthermore, health workers and volunteers at Kamusi Health Center have expressed concerns that lack of government support is affecting the delivery of services in the remote Delta Fly communities.
A volunteer and a TB treatment supporter, Waisa Kelly from Kamusi Health Center, also shared his experience and challenges faced while serving the community.
For our case here, TB treatment supporters for well-wishing alone, yes, we do have challenges. Like regarding our patients, when the clinic staffs here, when they diagnose them, when they see that they have causing signs of TB, then they refer them to us. And then we do presumptives and then we send them. And the only thing that we face here is the transportation of patients from Kamusi all the way to Balimo. It's very hard.
He added that the company catered for most of needs at first, but today it has become difficult. Their work is now restless and demanding.
In Kamusi, where we go village is when there's a employee of the company, when he's undergoing any illness, the company supports. Apart from that, like landowners and loan makers, it's very hard for them to find ways for them and transport to go out for further medications in Daru or wherever, like Balimo.
He also called on higher authorities within the LLG district and the province as a whole to address the issue and support their service.
These last 3 years, Trango CHW here, they're very hard-working staffs here and all struggle staff. That we need in at least one government body whereby comes down and try to ask him on what you need. Is there any situations that you are facing? It's like otherwise, yes, we have a problem inside the clinic. People look out him, even God province, all province, even Papua New Guinea too, we are saving, they are saving.
Meanwhile, another community health worker, Stanley Duabele, also shared his work experience and concern.
Challenges me come across na concern from me, is MIPA needing one transport must stop in place from MIPA by moving more sick man, lo ia go lo balimo o daru, for further medication and treatment a big sick.
He says they serve approximately 500 plus patients every month from nearby Wawoi Falls area, including borders of Kerema and the Southern Highlands province who access this service. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
East New Britain Governor Michael Marum has presented a small boat to Kabilomo Junior High School and a minibus to Caravat Rural Hospital recently. The governor said education and health remains as key focus of development in the province.
Kabilomo Junior High School, located in Duke of York in Kokopo District, has received a new 40-horsepower boat from Governor Michael Marum. Governor Marum said the provision is a significant milestone for the island community, where sea transport remains a critical lifeline for students and teachers. He said the boat will ensure safe travel for students and teachers and improve access to education. In another presentation, the governor handed over a new administration bus to Caravat Rural Hospital in Gazelle District. He said the vehicle will significantly strengthen health service delivery, particularly in improving outreach, supervision, and coordination of rural health programs. Governor Maru reaffirmed the provincial government's commitment in strengthening the health and education systems and ensuring that no community in East New Britain is left behind. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Clan leaders from the surrounding communities of the University of Goroka have assured the safety of all students attending the university this year following the abrupt closure last year in a confrontation between students and a nearby community in Goroka.
The assurance was given by Asaroi Ufa clan leader Jeffrey Sasuo, prominent businessman Stanley Gota, and Okiufa leader Leslie Hoffman at the North Goroka Primary School yesterday.
So Togo must go to Papua New Guinea. Nama Papa must focus on they must be given the assurance that Guinea can sit down here and but sit down on them Belisina, how much they go.
Goroka MP Ayatambua said that whilst police investigations into last year's incident continues, all parties involved are to respect the process as there will be no room for compromise. He said there are currently 2 independent investigations being carried out at the university, one by the Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, and the other by the police.
Investigation law, Minister of Law and Education. This like investigation to him come up non-stop. So mirana ko kala concern na to this law am stopping this law problem no ka. Gopro police was still on here.
Goroka MP said the District Development Authority has reached an agreement to establish a direct police toll-free number backed with a new police vehicle. This will ensure immediate police presence on campus and surrounding communities.
Milek bawon balen crucia in one time Vice Chancellor lo yumi bibla puti 100,000 lo dislakar by me by tomorrow na bakam na look out in work lo you jin chaloya.
Eastern Highlands Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent John Kalle said with the toll-free number in place, students will be able to directly call police with any complaints within and around the surrounding communities. He also warned students to refrain from alcohol-related activities whilst on studies and communities on the illegal sales of alcohol and carrying of dangerous weapons, as police will be patrolling and making arrests based on the strict alcohol fines set by the police. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Jiwaka Health Workforce held a dedication service in Minj yesterday, committing the 2026 service year to God.
Director for Creative at Jiwaka Provincial Health Authority, Dr. Mary Aska, said dedication service is appropriate to commit the workers to God Almighty and seek His divine protection, blessings and guidance throughout the year once again.
Something listen you yet that in 6 months. We have to be sacrificial. Sometimes we sacrifice money, blade, or pain. I have the 6 months.
She said despite the challenges encountered in life and workforce, they still provide the essential services. Chief Executive Officer for Jiwaka Provincial Health Authority, Thaddeus Turi, acknowledged all health workers, executive management, churches, health agencies, development partners and other stakeholders for collectively working together with the Provincial Health Authority to support and improve healthcare services in both rural communities and urban centers.
So 2026, Trimest Provincial on give life on give plan, work occasion give plan, on some doctor, HCO, nursing officer, community workers.
Turi said health is a ministry where everyone must act responsibly and work together to serve the people.
All the challenges, everything that we had, some problems, issues, and we come in, now we are relieved. We thank God, put God first, and we move together with the living God in this journey.
He said it is only fitting to commit the year before the operations begin. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Next week, Wednesday, on Goodman Fielder International Sky Time, we've got another very simple dish that we will be making using our True Gas Wok burner. We will also check out our friend Letitia over at House Sky to see what she will be cooking.
Carrot is rich in beta-carotene, which is good for your eyeballs. Pak choy has the same vitamins, vitamin A in specific, as carrots. Good for your eyeballs as well.
That's next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Now moving to overseas news. 2 men has been jailed for planning a terrorist attack on England's Jewish community, which prosecutors say could have been deadlier than the Bondi massacre.
After months of surveillance, the arrests only took seconds.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of being a terrorist.
Walid Sadawi and Amr Hussein were locked up before they could launch a planned gun attack on England's Jewish community.
This could have potentially been the most devastating and deadly terrorist attack in UK history.
The pair bought rifles and hundreds of rounds of ammunition for the planned massacre inspired by Islamic State.
Are you a supporter of ISIS?
Do you want to answer? Yes.
You are?
Yes.
But their plot unravelled after an undercover officer posed as a fellow jihadist.
What I'm going to advise you at this moment in time is that Bilal is an undercover operative.
Sadawi was defiant.
What I said was the truth. I'll stick to what I said.
They were caught in surveillance photos, which became essential evidence in their 3-month trial, where both men were found guilty of preparing acts of terrorism.
There is no indication that the threat you pose to the public is less now than it was at the time of your arrests, nor that that risk will necessarily diminish with the passage of time.
Both now jailed for life with minimum sentences of 37 and 26 years.
World leaders gathered at the Munich Security Conference have been warned the post-1945 international order has been disintegrated.
In his opening statement, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz declared the rules-based system no longer exists, and he acknowledged a deep divide with Washington, exacerbated by President Donald Trump's tariff policies and threats to Danish sovereignty over Greenland. With Russia excluded, the agenda is dominated by conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza, as well as the fracturing transatlantic alliance.
The British High Court ruled on a ban on the protest group at Palestine, action ruling that the ban is unlawful.
A massive win for a small protest group and a massive blow for the government. Today, the High Court said the former Home Secretary Yvette Cooper had got it wrong when she outlawed Palestine Action last June. The judges said some of its activities amounted to terrorism, but the scale and nature didn't cross a very high bar to justify an outright ban. The government proscribed the group after this incident. Protesters broke into RAF Bryce Norton and damaged 2 jets they believed were helping Israel's war in Gaza. In the weeks that followed, police arrested more than 2,000 protesters holding signs reading, "I oppose genocide, I support Palestine Action." 700 are now facing prosecution.
Palestine Action won this challenge against the ban partly on human rights grounds. The court was deeply concerned about the effect proscription has had on the right to peaceful protest. But the ruling doesn't apply to the people out here today holding signs saying they support the group.
Am I a terrorist for holding this sign? Was I a terrorist yesterday for holding it, but not today? You know, this is not an unreasonable question to ask.
She soon got her answer. The Metropolitan Police said it wouldn't arrest anyone for now because of the unusual outcome of the case. The judges said that while the ban had been disproportionate, Palestine Action promoted its cause through criminality. The ban remains ahead of a likely appeal, but the group's co-founder says campaigners have been vindicated.
3 senior judges found that this ban was unlawful. It is a total victory. That means that since its inception, they have ruled that this ban has been illegal and that they have been enforcing it illegally when they have been arresting thousands of people on the street simply for holding signs.
Today, the Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood confirmed she would seek to appeal. "I am disappointed by the court's decision and disagree with the notion that banning this terrorist organisation is disproportionate," she said. The proscription of Palestine Action followed a rigorous and evidence-based decision-making process endorsed by Parliament. The terrorism laws watchdog says the judgment is complicated for ministers.
The court actually is looking at the approaches of the court of the police, and is saying to itself, well, actually, the police should have tried normal criminal law that was the way to deal with it, rather than reach for the heaviest stick, which is terrorism legislation.
For now, that heavy stick hasn't worked. Protesters say justice is on their side, but with an appeal coming, the final outcome is far from certain.
The waste from used car and truck tires is increasing, causing problems across Australia. This prompted industry and anti-dumping groups to search for solutions to tackle the issue.
A growing problem sits hidden beside a remote North Queensland road. Anti-dumping advocates say illegal tyre dumping is on the rise.
You can see a whole lot of burnt stuff, so there's tyres that have been burnt and buried under some of this.
Dave Dudley estimates there are 1,000 tyres at this dump site, and the clean-up could cost $100,000.
All the residue that seeps into the ground or runs down this creek in the wet season and into the river system, it's all bad news. It's all toxic.
He reported the site, but the Environment Department couldn't find who was responsible.
It'll sit here until hell freezes over unless it's cleaned up.
In Australia, around 500,000 tonnes of tyres reach their use-by date annually. That's the equivalent of around 60 million passenger car tyres. But only around a quarter of those are properly recycled.
The opportunity for someone to collect a tyre, pocket the money and then dump them is really easy in Australia, and we've got to make it stop.
One industry group, which encourages responsible solutions, wants stronger regulations.
In New Zealand, they have a mandatory stewardship scheme, and one local government in council in the first year of the regulated scheme had a decrease by 47% of illegally dumped tyres.
Engineers are now exploring how tyres can be used to make steel.
Tyres do contain fundamentally important elements like carbon and, of course, hydrogen. All of these are important elements. Waste is really not a waste. It's a resource. And if it's a resource, you have to know how to harness that resource.
Advocates say it's a social problem as much as an environmental.
I get angry when I see this because there's no need for it, you know.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Rokai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Dreaming for more than a life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Ready for the world, so is your Teaser Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Most companies are paying well above that in the formal economy, but we also have a number of enterprises that are just continued to bypass.
Watch In Focus every Monday nights at 7 p.m. Our weekly current affairs talk show which presents comprehensive discussions and insights on critical issues facing Papua New Guinea and the wider region. We engage with decision makers and experts in numerous sectors, including politics, business, economics, technology, law and order, education, health and social issues amongst others, as well as PNG icons and influential figures, keeping you well informed, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition has confirmed teams and divisions for the 2026 season, with organizers promising one of the biggest and most competitive seasons yet.
The Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition has locked in Season 7 for 2026. Competition President Alfred Vaitai confirmed that as of 13 February 2026, teams are officially placed in their respective divisions and competition structure is now set. Vaitai says the master draw will now be prepared based on the published divisional listings, marking the official countdown for the first serve of the season. He says this year's competition will feature new teams entering Season 7, promoted teams moving up divisions and returning contenders ready to challenge for the title. Organizers expect strong participation from corporate organizations across Port Moresby, building on the success of previous season. With preparations underway, anticipation is growing among players and supporters. Season 7 is shaping up to be one of the biggest campaigns in the competition's history. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea's top young kickboxers are set for a major international showdown in Melbourne, Australia.
Three of Papua New Guinea's rising kickboxing talents will step into the ring at the iconic Melbourne Pavilion. The team is led by the PNG Kickboxing Federation President and former world champion Stanley Nandex. 18-year-old Brendan Simbani and 24-year-old Kingston David arrived in Melbourne on Wednesday. They joined teammate Clinton Hanku, who has been training on Prince Promotion Gym for the past 2 months. The fight night presents a chance for redemption following the rest of the World vs PNG event staged during the PNG's Golden Jubilee at the Rita Flynn Indoor Stadium. Simbani faces a rematch against Nasa Bunjaku after narrowly losing only points in Port Moresby. David also determined to bounce back from a previous defeat, while Hanku takes on strong opponent from New Zealand. Nandex says the fighters have completed medical checks and will attend official weigh-ins. He adds this event opens the 2026 season with another fight scheduled in Sydney next month as PNG eyes the global stage. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSB's One Talk Wallet. PSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
The Pacific unites in beauty, culture, and strength. The Miss Pacific Islands Pageant 2026, coming to you from the stunning Sofitel Resort and Spa in Fiji. Join us on Friday, February 13 and Saturday, February 14 at 7 p.m. PNG time, and witness the spectacular crowning of the Miss Pacific Islands 2026. One ocean, one people, one crown.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Anta's new recruit made it to final squad through a long journey of hard training sessions, discipline and determination, with a renewed sense of pride and drive for the trials coming this weekend.
Speaking in an interview with Trukai Sports, the new Anta's intake, Jordan Steven, shares his excitement for making the cut to final squad.
Yeah. Me almost said, look, I'm still yet coming to Atlanta's final cut, and can some dream come true. Me almost said.
He explained that his rugby league career kicked off with Tarangau and later developed skills with some competitive teams until he made his way into the Antas.
Yeah, I started playing with the Tarangau Rugby League. I played with the Pomarefel. And on 2020, I was selected with the Wigman. Then I make my debut with the Wigman. And then on 2023, I move up with Lay. And I play with the Lay Snakes Tigers. 3 seasons with the Lay Snakes Tigers. And
he said integrating into Antas culture is very tough for new intake, as Antas go by discipline and tough game strategies. Noting the change of environment, he said Antas have a high standard of game.
Yeah, Antas level, Antas very fast. Compared to them cup, I'm slow. So yeah, me come to let them plenty of people something millennium. Antas all focus to skills now. Yeah, techniques or something or something.
Making the final squad, he is determined to prove himself, reaffirming the coaching staff trust and decision.
Look forward, lo. Coach trusting me and bringing me come and make the final cut. So yeah, me look forward, lo. Me never letting him down, but me give best shot to me. It's the first trial to me. Improve him so me can step in Lantas and play. I look forward to round 1.
Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
Soccer action continues in the nation's capital as clubs prepare for a bigger and more competitive 2026 season ahead in the Port Moresby Soccer Association.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association entered its fourth weekend of pre-season games at the Bicini Soccer Grounds in Port Moresby. Clubs turned out in numbers as players continue to build combinations and improve fitness ahead of the official 2026 proper season. Organizers say the weekly matches are part of the early preparations to ensure teams are well organized before the 2026 proper season kicks off in a few weeks' time. Games coordinator Peter Matthews said he is confident with the turnout and participation of teams so far. He said few clubs have shown interest this year, which is a positive sign for the association. Matthew added that consistent competition will help raise the standard of soccer in the nation's capital. Matches are played across different divisions over the weekend, with supporters gathering to cheer on their teams as preparations continue for the proper season. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. And Popondetta, few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momasa region, Lae City, partly cloudy periods and possible showers tonight. And Vanimo, partly cloudy with few showers and mostly fine at night. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. And Buka, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy with rain showers tonight. And Manditari and Wabek becoming cloudy with some rain and isolated thunderstorms, then scattered morning fog.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 14th of February 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.